Yo, 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 yo. What up, everybody? Damn it. Welcome to another episode of the Best Cheapest Podcast. Yeah, what's up? Good morning, good afternoon, good night, good evening. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo están? Al 100, al millón, al tiro. A huevo. Yeah, what's up, everybody? Damn. Episode 23, right? 23. Yeah. So, somebody there? Oh. So yeah. What's up? It's the longest intro of just dumb space. Well, yeah. I don't even know how to segue from saying what's up to talking for whatever. I just have a brain fart But anyways, how you guys doing with all this fucking smoke in the air everywhere? Kind of sucks. It's sad. I hate fires. I hate seeing forests up in smoke. It makes me sad just to see how much destruction we cause as human beings, to the planet in general, and then to just seeing it so close just makes it even more real. But yeah, I hate fires. I don't know, but what was I gonna say? Other than the fact that this fucking fire, the one that's close to us, was started by a gender reveal, which is dumb. People just don't think they're just so focused on themselves and how they would look in front of others, or how they want to present themselves so that others give them props, or that others likes and comments and all that. They want that effect, so they don't need, they're so engulfed in attention here that they don't take time to take into account a precaution like that. You're in dry brush. How are you gonna blow something up in dry brush in fucking 115 degree weather? It's ridiculous. It's to me, I think, I don't know who exactly, whether it's the people who detonated that smoke bomb explosion, whatever it was, or if it was the organizers of the party, which, at the end of the day, it's the parents, right? It's the parents who wanted the gender reveal, or the person who pulled or ignited in whatever way that explosion. But I really do feel like somebody needs to go to prison. You endangered so many people's homes, businesses, just lives, and then the nature that is being destroyed right now. The obviously all the trees and the animals, that whole ecosystem, that whole habitat is gone now. It's not. It sucks when it's natural, because in the middle of Utah, or the middle of Montana, or the middle of Colorado, or just any forests, there's natural fires where they're, by lightning strike or things like that, and that's natural. And the land, especially here in California, the land, the soil here, excuse me, it needs the burning of, the plants around it, and so that's natural. But when it doesn't when it happens natural, it's sad, it's super fucking sad. But when it happens, by human, it makes it even worse. It's to me, I feel like it just makes me like upset that I'm classified in the same group as those people who don't care and only care for themselves. It sucks because I am a human just like them, and we, as a race, as a species, I should say, are causing so much harm to this planet, and it sucks. Like, for those of you, like, the water can start a fire, fucking glass starts a fire. Obviously, one thing, I think it should be illegal to smoke in your car, period. That's it. Because one, smoking is unhealthy, right? But you could do with your life, un papalote, like we say in Mexican. Haz con tu vida un papalote si quieres. But not only is it unhealthy, you're secondhand smoking fucking on the road. Other people have their windows open, so that's fucking inconsiderate. And then sometimes you see fucking parents and shit with their kids, from toddlers or infants to teens and shit, smoking in the car with them. But also, I don't know how many countless times I've seen people just fucking throw their buds out of the fucking window. Like, yo, like, do you not know? You have no fucking just consideration of the things around you. One time I was going to work. It was 4:45 in the morning when I was on the 210 freeway heading west, and there was a small brush fire on the side of the freeway on like a on ramp. At 4:45 in the morning, there was no accident. There was no fireman. There was no, it was just the fire. There was no ambulance or ambulance. Well, yeah, like an ambulance to signify there was a car crash or anything. Firemen weren't there. They weren't there yet. So obviously, there wasn't a crash. And it was 4:45 in the morning. It's pretty much nighttime. So it wasn't glass. It wasn't water. And it hadn't just rained or been cloudy, so it wasn't a lightning strike. So there was no other explanation but smoke buds, cigarette buds. So to me, like, I was like, oh, that's some fucking idiot who threw their cigarette butt out the window and started this fire. What if that shit catches on and it makes a bigger fucking fire? And I'm sure that happens fucking countless amount of times. So, I don't know. I just think that smoking in your car should be illegal because of inconsiderate people. But yeah, I was I was gonna say something else, but I went to San Diego the day after this fire started down here, and of course this fire. I think there's like 600 fires right now in California. Like active fires in California right now simultaneously. But is there one down there in San Diego? No, like around that area. But as I was driving to San Diego's like what, like 100 and what, like 100 and I drove like 180 miles down there to, like, from here to there. Like, I went right up to the border, and not the day. So the day after, I think the fire started Saturday. I went down there on Monday. Yeah, I went down there on Monday, and I looked at their forecast, and the forecast said sunny. No, no, like where I was, right by Coronado, which is that, the beach island, whatever piece of San Diego. Anyways, I was down there. I looked at the weather. It didn't say marine layer. It didn't say cloudy. It didn't say nothing. But as I was driving there, it got lighter for sure. But there was still smoke. I mean, not still, but you could see there was smoke in the air all the way to San Diego from this fire. So how much damage do we do? Like, that's super unhealthy for people who have lung problems, who have nasal issues. Like, that's fucking bad. And all those things we don't take into account. Obviously, we don't think of the worst shit. But I'm sure that family wasn't thinking that we could start a fire whose smoke is going to affect somebody in San Diego or some shit like that. Which sucks. Not it doesn't suck that they don't think that far. It just sucks that they didn't think like, oh shit, we could start a fire. But another thing I was going to say is, I don't know if you guys have seen, but I remember when I was younger, there was this like a docu-series on Discovery that was called The Super Volcano. Wait, sorry y'all, I had to go pee break. But I was talking about the super volcano, and when they said that in the docu-series thing, what they had, the one thing I remember was that they said that the smoke would cover the whole West Coast, and I was like, man, that's a little hard to believe. Obviously, they're scientists, and I wasn't doubting them, like trying to debate them, but like this made it real. Like, oh shit, if a relatively small fire in comparison to like an explosion from Yellowstone, right? Like some plastic. If like a big super volcano Sorry, y'all. I had to go shut my dogs up. But, like, if a big super volcano from Yellowstone blows, like 100%, all the fucking smoke is going to fuck us up. Like, if this fire right here, again, like I said, in comparison to a fire in as big of an explosion as Yellowstone could be, if this fire covered pretty much from here to LA, I think there's a fire north of LA, right? But like the whole Southern California is covered in smoke right now. Literally, it's like all of Southern California is covered in smoke. And up in San Francisco, they have smoke all the way up to like all Napa Valley up there. I think that was called like Beaver Dam or something, that fire. This one's called El Dorado. But like 100%, imagine if that shit blows. If Yellowstone blows, we're fucked. Like, it's crazy. Yesterday we got a little bit of break because of the wind, but I mean, it was cloudy today pretty much. It was ash cloudy. But yeah, man, it sucks. It makes me upset. Shout out to my boy Josue, who's out there on the front lines. Hopefully we could have him on after this fire season. He's a hot shot. Hot shots are the men and women who are pretty much frontline in fire fighting. They're not your residential fire men and women. they're uh they're literally out fighting fires like face to face, digging trenches and shit, and moving trees if they need to, break them down for stopping the fires, or not letting the fires continue, or all that good stuff. But yeah, he's out there. Thank you for your service to our planet, Mother Earth. So yeah, man. But oh, another thing I wanted to talk about was one thing I really need to do is fix this damn. Wait, I think I could do it. Oh, there we go. I think I fixed it, guys. Oh, I just need a little bit of tightening. See that? Got some good feedback from the last episode, from just showing memes. It was pretty funny. I was editing. I know when I was doing my notes to edit, I was still laughing. And Isaac, he was laughing a bit. And I remember I would hear him be like, "What are you laughing at?" And, he was just watching it over. It was funny. And I got some good feedback. Some critiques. But overall, it's all positive feedback. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. We'll definitely be doing, as long as it's fitting to the person, or if I'm here, obviously a solo episode like this, I think I'm gonna continue doing them. I think, well, not. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think more when somebody's here, because if I'm just here laughing at myself, like with myself, it's kind of, obviously Isaac's in the room, but it's a little different, than having somebody here, when the attention is here. But yeah, thank you guys, those of you who reached out. Those of you, I got some shares and shit, and appreciate that. It means a lot that people are, man, I don't even know how to. I think I kind of tried to explain this in an episode in the past, but like I don't want to be famous. That's not the goal here. But I guess I want to be heard, but not because I feel like I'm important. Like, oh shit, listen to what I have to fucking say. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to like bestow my ideas and beliefs onto people. I'm just trying to have people listen and have like cultivate ideas with together. And I think that's what I want. You know what I mean? But it feels good that people are, I guess, joining, like, with us together as a group, collectively, as a community, as one. But yeah, thank you guys. One other thing that happened a couple weeks ago now, my fiance and I went surf lessoning, and that shit was mad fun. I haven't talked about it yet on here, because I have a fear of being a poser. It's a real fear of mine. I don't like being a poser and blowing it up as if it was my life. But it was really fun. I've been trying to get Isaac to go with me, but I think he's afraid of sharks. You afraid of sharks? I mean, I'm afraid of sharks. But I thought you were going to say something. I mean, who's not afraid of sharks, right? I mean, there's people who aren't afraid of sharks. And we shouldn't really be afraid of sharks. They're just like a fucking... I mean, you should respect them. You shouldn't be afraid of them, because they're like... They don't necessarily eat people, but they'll attack you like a hippo. Like a fucking eagle. Like a dog. You know what I mean? A pig can attack you. You know, hogs could kill people. Uh, I mean, I guess if it bites you like right here, grabs your artery and it. You're right. You're right. You're right. A hamster. You know what I mean? But you're dumb. A hamster equals a shark. You're right. Oh, that's funny, but he's right. You're right. Um, but yeah. Why don't you want to go surfing? And I say surfing lightly because I got up quite a few times, but it was like on the little fucking baby, almost like I forget what they call them. I don't know if they call them green or blue waves, but they were like maybe a foot high. Like there was three levels. There was like the kids right at the very end where the white wave is crashing over there, and then there's like a middle level where I was at, and all the beginners, and then like maybe like 20, 25 feet further in, it was like the people who already know what's up. Um, but so I was obviously in the middle. I started off with the kids, just trying to stand up or trying to catch a wave and bodyboard it down, and then I went a little deeper, and we got up. I mean, my girl got up. She did pretty good. We both drink a lot of fucking. You drink a lot of salt water for sure. A lot. Like we for sure drank like a gallon of salt water. Yeah. And then I crashed into her. The first time we went like deeper, I crashed because what was it? I'm trying to remember exactly how it went, but I think I was trying to catch a wave. No, I turned. I was trying to turn to the instructor, and my girl was behind me. And when I think I turned the whole board, and the wave came, and it just like took me. It didn't flip me over and tumble. It took me, and my girl was like on her board, and it just came. And I thought I was like, yo, I fucked her up. Like I'm at like complete because the board, she was like this right going into the water, and then I went like this. And I think I turned, and the wave took me, and then all I saw was her like this, and then I was like, oh. So I try to like get the board up so that if it hits her flat and not like jams her with the I think they call it the blade. No, might be the blade. I don't know what the pros call it or the people who actually surf call it, but the edge of the fucking board, I didn't want to just like chop her with it and hit her like straight on. So I wanted to like give her a tablazo, you know what I mean? Better like just it's a bigger surface, so it's not gonna hit as much. But anyways, so I came up, but apparently she came up too. Like she like lifted her board, so we just like crashed boards, and then she fell in the water and I fell in the water. But that was the scariest. I thought I had messed her up, but yeah, it's fun. Are we going? No, you're gonna have to say on here if we're going yes or no. Why don't you know? No, you don't got a busy schedule. I asked you what you needed to do and you said nothing. Or what you had to do that day. You said nothing. You busy? Why are you scared? Then why are you hesitant? It's okay to be scared. Yeah, but why don't you want to try surfboarding? You don't. This is because you surf. You try to surf, or you take a lesson to surf. Doesn't mean you can't skimboard anymore. So, not everybody has balance. That's what I'm saying. How are you gonna fall and die? It's not even. Weren't you training to be a lifeguard? Isaac's a lifeguard. So if we like drown in here, or like start choking or on like too much whatever, then he's gonna save us live on air. Yes or no?
Is there spots?
You just say yes or no. We'll find spots. We're gonna show a video of when you go. um, but yeah. So we're gonna go. Tell my primo too. It's gonna be a Three Musketeer. So if there's sharks, they're gonna have a feast. But yeah, surfing was cool. I'm gonna go again. The thing with me is when I like dig something, like fishing. When I like got into fishing, I went deep. Like I was like, okay, what kind of lures do I need? What kind of what's the season right now? What are they doing? Are they spawning? What are they doing? Like, you know, what is it that the fish are doing right now, and what do I need, and how do I, you know what I mean? So I already looked up a bunch of surfing stuff, but I'm not gonna buy anything until like 5 lessons. I'm not gonna buy a wetsuit. I'm not gonna buy a board, obviously, and plus I'm only using like right now I'm still on soft tops, so which is like the foam ass boards that beginner everybody gets. And they're like, and the one I used was like, I think like 8 feet or something, or 7 feet, which is the size I think I want. But once I like get good on like a rental or like a hardtop rental, you know, you already know I'm getting a house, a beachfront house. I'm getting a Beetle, 65 Beetle with the rack on it. Yep, all of it, with only one seat just for me, with some dice hanging from the rear mirror. Hella oil. No, the 8 ball goes on the shift. You already know. They had one for sale down the street too. Anyways, but yeah, surfing is cool. I'm a surfer now. That was funny. What else? Oh, sorry. I'm gonna bring it back and get a little serious right now. Serious in a good way, I think. So I don't know if you guys have seen, but I follow and people who, not necessarily friends, but people who I know and people who I don't know, people just who I'm around from time to time. I have different, just an array of different personalities and ideas and beliefs. But on my Instagram, I saw that a lot of people who tend to lean more right or conservative, they were posting this image saying pedophilia is now legal in California. Right? I saw it circulate maybe like a month ago. I saw one image. No, wait. I think when did it pass? Maybe in the 20s in August. So 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. But so I saw that and I'm like, whatever. It's probably just some whatever. And then last week, I saw like big time. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? So I looked into it. And it confirmed my belief and my feel and my, what else is a synonym? My idea towards not identifying with being right or left or conservative or liberal. I switched the V's. There's my Mexican accent for you. Conservative or liberal. It's so crazy. So this thing was circulating. If you guys haven't seen it, it's like this image of congressmen and women like kind of celebrating. And essentially, I looked into it, right? Well, let me start off by saying pedophilia is not legal in California. That's it. It's just not. It's not. It's false. Wrong. Negative. Negatory. Incorrect. Nel. Nel pastel. It's that was whack, huh? It's not. It's not legal in California. And so this thing just, there's so many things to this, right? There's so many things that I got from this. So let me get ready. Hold on. What did Nate Diaz say? But when this picture was circulating, I looked into it. And what I found was that, obviously, again, I'll reiterate, pedophilia is not legal in California. Okay, number one, pedophilia is not legal in California. Number two, this bill, which is Senate Bill SB 145, it's not passed. Hasn't been signed. Well, it's passed. It hasn't been signed. So the Congress, the California Senate passed it, but it hasn't been signed. So it hasn't been in effect, right? So even if the bill was stating for pedophilia to be legal in California, it's not necessarily legal just yet because it hasn't been signed by the governor. So, one, California is not legal. Pedophilia is not legal in California. And two, that bill, which does not make pedophilia legal in California, it hasn't been signed. So it's not necessarily active. I think. Anyways. But, and three, that claim is only propaganda from the Republican, the conservative, the right-wing side, whatever you want to, that side, obviously, to go against the liberal, the left, the Democrat side of that is California, right? So this is what I did. I looked into it. I looked into all these articles that were saying that California is now, or pedophilia is now legal in California, right? I read 3 different articles. And one of them was just blatant, I could just tell it was just propaganda, feeding the machine that is whatever ideology you follow. Or feeding the machine that is the ideology of the right, of the conservative, of Republican, or that side, to go against the other side, right? And then I read sides that defended this bill, or articles that defended this bill, articles that debunked that claim. And then I read as much as the bill itself that I could. I'm not a smart person. I don't never claim to be. I try not to put myself out to be. If I come off that way, I apologize. But that's not who I try to be. That's not who I intended to be. But I read as much of this fucking bill as I could. Again, I'm dumb. I know nothing about politics. So, and there's obviously like these big sentences and big words, and it's a lot of things. It's a big old soup. But what I could get out of this is that essentially what they're trying to get signed is to make it equal punishment or equal treatment for the homosexual community, And I say homosexual because I don't know how many letters there is in that abbreviation. I know it's LGBTQ, but I think there's more things added to it, and I don't want to disrespect it, so I just say homosexual. I hope that's the right wording, and if it's not, I mean no harm. But it's to make it equal for it to be. So what this bill is to make it so that a man with a underage boy, that situation could be treated the same as a man with an underage girl. Because right now, a man and an underage girl, as long as it's within 10 years of difference, that situation, if it's filed in a court, it's not automatically pedophilia, or it's not automatically rape, and it's not automatically a sexual offense. So that gets filed in a court, and the court and the judge / the judge decide whether or not this was, a rape or a sexual offense or pedophilia related. Right? Now, if it was a man and a boy, it automatically states that the man in the situation, is a pedophile, and it's a sexual offense. Now, to me, looking at just what the situations are, it's not equal, right? These two situations, if everything seems to be the same except that it's the gender stuff is different, then it's not equal. Okay, I will elaborate on that even further because there's more stuff to that, but I'll elaborate. But what this one article that I read that was clearly anti liberal or anti left or anti Democrat. So I had written it down because I was so this article used words to belittle the fact that you can be a 19-year-old man and have sexual intercourse with a 13-year-old girl, right? They belittled that fact. So when they were explaining what the current bill is, they said the current bill states, right? I'm paraphrasing, by the way, obviously. It said the current bill states that teens, right? A teen's situation is handled by the court and the judge, and the outcome is determined by the court and the judge, right? And they made it like a small, maybe 3 sentences, stating that what the current bill is. When they talked about what this new bill or this other bill making it, SB 145, they said they in speaking about the heterosexual situation, they didn't specify the ages. They just said teens. But when they talked about this new bill, they specified age, and you know what I mean? They specified. Sorry, I had my notes here, but they specified the ages of the people and the gap, right? So they specified that a 20-year-old man and a 10-year-old boy, right? So they used the max gap that is now, it's the same now that it will be if this bill gets signed. I hope I'm explaining this correctly, because I'm like, tell me if you understand what I'm saying. So they they used specific ages and the gap, the maximum gap, right? Because a 20-year-old man and a 10-year-old boy, those aren't teens, right? They used specific numbers when they were talking about this what would be a gay interaction between a man and a boy, right? Well, a male on male, I should say. I'm sorry. But when they talked about the heterosexuals, the male and female, they didn't specify, and they said teens, which belittles the whole situation, right? It makes it say like, oh, they're just teens. They could be 16 and 17. They could be 17 or 15 and 16, right? They didn't use the max age gap. They didn't specify anything, so they belittled it. Now, to me, that was and it's clear. And then they put it in bold. They obviously the rest of the article was kept on restating a 20-year-old man and a 10-year-old boy. And to me, it's like clearly all these people, I've seen like countless, at least 20 people that I follow that reposted this. And one, it states, wait, did you understand what I was saying? You understood what the message I'm trying to get to with that? It just shows how much people do not read into the things that are being circulated, the things circulating. Like, people need to read their shit. Like, please, like, before you post anything that brings emotion out from you, look into it. You know, because obviously this was like, yo, I live in California, right? I have so much pride of being from California, or I feel like I'm from California. I'm raised here. You know, like I got so much pride in being from California, right? So I'm like, yo, what are they doing up there in Sacramento? You know, if they really did do this. So instead of me reposting it, right, I looked into it and I was like, yo, is this for real? Right? And obviously it's not. Pedophilia is not legal in California. And pedophilia, that bill that they tried to make the claim that that's what it states, it hasn't even been signed, so it's not active. Right? So there's two false like accusations or claims in that one big claim. So like, people need to look into it. And then those people who reposted it, most of them were, I know, and I could tell that they lean more Republican and they lean more right and conservative, which is fine. It's cool. Everybody, you know, I had my boy Esteban in here. He's, you know, I don't have a problem with him. I'm not trying to change his mind or his beliefs. You know, we often discuss, at least, you know, about things happening. You know, he's conceded some stuff that we've discussed, you know, personally or privately, and I've conceded some stuff that I've been wrong, or, you know, maybe his ideas were more progressive or more free. But I'm not trying to change anybody's belief. It's fine if you feel like that side or those ideologies fit you and your lifestyle and your ideologies. That's cool. But what is not fine is when all these ideas are pushed. You know what I mean? And it's obviously without reading. Like, it's blatantly fake. It's blatantly a lie, and it's blatantly propaganda. And the thing is that these people down here, right? The people that I don't want to say succumb, but that agree with these people's beliefs, right? As long as these people post it, then these people are going to repost, trusting these people without looking into what these people said. These people will repost this without looking into it, because I'm on their side right up here, right? I believe what they say. I'm on their side. So if they repost it, I'm going to repost it. You know, and I'm going to spread this fucking negative shit. Like, it's clear. And especially, like, it rubs me kind of. It doesn't affect me, right? It doesn't rub me anyway. Like, I shouldn't say that, because at the end of the day, I don't pay too much mind, and it doesn't consume my day, right? Or my daily life. It consumed that, I don't know, 2 hours that I researched and I looked into it. But it's funny that these people who tend to repost, or like people who tend to repost things like that, they say that their opposing side, right, is easily manipulated or easily led like a sheep, right? But yet, whatever their boy or their girl say, they repost it without even looking into it, like a sheep, right? And no matter, and if you say something, one word or a phrase, they get offended. When there was just so many contradicting things, on both sides. I'm not even gonna, but these people pride themselves and ride on that, on the fact that, the other side is a sheep, the other side is a snowflake, but yet they seem to be the most affected by and the most reflective of those ideas of being a sheep, of being a snowflake. You know what I mean? Of course, the other side has a bunch of issues. Don't get me wrong. Like, all this, like, you have to say things like this, and you can't tell people that, and you gotta act this way. It's like, yo, I don't believe that shit. Like, I know I mean no harm by the things that I say. I understand that I may, not. I understand that there's some things that are offensive blatantly, right? And I don't say it, but to say that every day something new pops up and you have to change and you have to do and you have to say different things, it's like, yo, like, when are we gonna stop? Like, there has to be, like, yo, like, I'm not a racist, I'm not homophobic, I'm not misogynist, like, I'm not, like, you know what I mean? So if I say something and I slip, it's not because I'm automatically an a-hole, whatever you want to label that, whatever, slip up. But what I'm saying is, and also, wait, going back to this thing, the issue here isn't whether or not it's a man, male on male, or male on female, or female on or like a man and a boy, or a man and a girl, or a woman and a boy, or a woman and a woman, or a girl. That's not the fucking issue. The issue is that why the fuck is there a 10-age gap? A 10-age gap between, that's considered debatable. Like, why the fuck is it 10 years? How is it possible that an 18-year-old person, man or woman, can have a sexual relationship with an 8-year-old boy or girl, and that still be debatable? How and like, what the, like, that's the fucking issue, not whether or not what gender they are. You know what I mean? Like, what, I couldn't find the name of the bill that passed that made it 10-year gap. But why the fuck is it a 10-year gap? This fucking bill, SB 145, the issue with that isn't the gender stuff. The issue with that is the age gap, right? That's the fucking issue. But that's also the issue on the bill that's current right now. That is still gender-based. It's the same thing, but that's the fucking issue. The issue isn't the fucking age gap or the gender. The issue is the age gap. And yet, these people, instead of focusing on the real issue, which is the fucking age gap. Sorry I'm cussing so much, but this is crazy. These people who, instead of focusing on the age gap that is 10 years, which is crazy. It's crazy to think that that's the age gap. Like, my 2 years? I think that's reasonable. I think an 18-year-old, I consider them boys still. I consider myself, I was a boy at 18 years old. I wasn't a man. but that's legal age. An 18-year-old man and a 16-year-old girl or man or boy could have a relationship. I think that's feasible. If they met in high school, or there's different places where those two genders could meet, or those two ages can meet. I think that's a reasonable situation, right? Why is it 10? Where on earth did 10 come from? And that is the current age gap. The age of consent is legally 18 here. The age of consent in other states, I looked it up in red states like Oklahoma, Texas, the age of consent there is 16. So it's 2 years younger. But so is the age gap. That's the minimum. No, I think the age of consent is 16, so the minimum makes it 14 because the age gap is 2 years there. So it's 16 and 14. Which I think those are still high school years. So I think, I understand that could be that situation can be understandable. Not that it makes it right, but I can understand how those two ages can meet, and you know what I mean. But what I'm saying is, how these articles and these people who, instead of focusing on the issue that they could have been focusing on years before, not just now, years before, why are they deciding to, it's propaganda? You know what I mean? They're feeding you this thing. And these are the same people who are saying, oh no, the left or the liberal people are feeding you this idea that, of rebellion and all this shit, and you're just fucking following their thing. It's the same shit. It's the same thing on both sides. That's why, I feel like I try for the most part to be like, yo, I don't identify with either of you. Both of you are fucked. I'm fucked too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a perfect person by no means. I have issues, and I have faults, and I have, wrongdoings, of course. But to identify and to succumb to a team, that's not for me. Fuck that, because both of you are fucked up, and I don't agree with 100% what you guys say. So, I don't. Why should I? Why should I? What's the word I'm looking for? Why should I? Relate or identify myself as Republican or Democrat or liberal or fucking conservative. You know what I mean? I'm not. I don't know. That's why I don't identify with either of them, because they both got faults. Fuck that. But yeah, man, this thing major just bugged me. Yo, you're focusing on the wrong issue. The issue isn't that. The claim that pedophilia is legal is completely false. It's this bill is just making it equal, the gender stuff equal. The way the genders are treated in court are equal. Now, I think it should be equal, but what I don't agree with is that the fact that the age gap between consent, no matter the gender, shouldn't be 10 years. That's what I don't agree with, and that's what I just learned, that it's happened, that it's current now. That's the gap now, and it has been for a couple of years now. That's what I don't agree with, if not more years. I couldn't find information on that bill, but yeah, please, whenever you something that makes you emotional, political wise or just in general, that you have to look into, don't trust people so much in that sense. Look into it for yourself and figure things out for yourself, and say, yo, go to the root and be like, yo, is this really what it is, what I'm pushing? Because obviously a lot of you people that I follow are wrong in reposting that, because it's a completely wrong statement. It's a completely wrong claim. So, man, I just think that everybody should do their own research. I had to get that off my chest. I got sweat, everything. No, I'm asking you, did you have good stuff to talk about or no? You're going to be leading it, not me.
Not really. Just what everyone should know.
Well, whatever. What's up? Tell me.
Tell
Whatever. What's good right now?
What sport?
In whatever, just whatever.
You gotta tell me a sport. Choose a sport. I got news for all sports.
The hottest. What's the hottest sport right now?
Probably basketball.
Okay, what's up with basketball?
The Bucks lost. They're out. And they were projected to win it. To win the
Bucks.
finals.
Wait, don't tell me. Bucks were. No, Minnesota's Timberwolves. Wisconsin?
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
They're out.
It's the state, yeah. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, yeah.
Milwaukee's out.
Got that food with the Greek freak?
Yeah.
Okay.
Giannis was a freaking monster.
Okay, what else?
Football.
So who's still in right now? How many teams are in?
Well, not for sure. Miami is in the conference final for the East.
So right now they're doing conference semifinal.
Yeah.
So there's 2, 4,
There's 6 teams.
6,
so far.
8.
Well, Miami already won their round. Miami beat Bucks already. So they're into.
Yeah, but there was 8 teams.
There was 8. No. Yeah, 8 teams.
2 over here for the conference, the West Side,
Yeah.
and 2 over here. 2 games over here for
East.
the East.
Yeah.
Right. So now there's only 1.
Miami.
So there's 7 teams right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Celtics and Raptors tomorrow.
On this side.
Yeah.
And it was over here.
Lakers, Houston, Clippers, and Denver.
So who's gonna win it or what?
Clippers won today, so they're 3-1.
So the first to 4.
Best out of 7.
So they're in.
No, they need to win one more.
Wait, they're up 3-1.
They're up 3-1.
Okay.
And then Clippers is up 2-1, and tomorrow they play
Clippers. You just said they're up 3-1.
Lakers is
Oh.
up 3-1. Clippers
Oh, Lakers are up 3-1. So they just need to win tomorrow
Lakers need to win on Saturday.
on Saturday.
Clippers are up 2-1 if I'm not mistaken versus
So it could be LA LA
conference final.
semifinal for the whole thing.
Oh, technically, yeah. So that'll be cool. And then what else?
Wait, what about that girl that's I don't know shit about NBA, but I know about that girl that got snuck in to the bubble.
Into the thing? Well, she didn't get snuck in. It's one of the girls who works for testing them to make sure they're still good.
I thought it was like this, like escort.
No, it was a COVID tester, pretty much. That's what they're saying.
But doesn't she have like all this OnlyFans and all this stuff?
I guess, yeah. And then some player from Houston actually took her up to her. I suppose.
I thought it was like they saw her coming out with LeBron and
No,
all these people. No,
unless we're talking about something different.
I don't know. I think we're talking about something different.
Oh, I don't know. Well, yeah, that guy got caught. I don't know if it's true or not, but I guess he took up that COVID tester to the room.
Get that positive.
NFL started today. Pretty cool. Can't wait for that.
Is there fans there or no?
And Kansas, there's gonna be fans.
Why? Because they won the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
That's not cool.
I know, and I think
Like that. How does that? How does the health of people? Everybody should be treated the same. Like how? Because it's not like a prize that you win. You know what I mean? It's something that's happening to everybody. It's like it's a fucking, there's this thing that's crazy. So like, it's like, okay, yeah, let's restrict this for the well-being of the community, but not them because they won the Super Bowl, so they could enjoy and they could possibly get sick. Like what?
Well, I mean, it's not full capacity.
No, I understand, but if they're all not full capacity, like if they're all able to bring in 25%, then that's cool. But like,
yeah.
it shouldn't be a special treatment that you could risk yourself to. You know what I mean? Like if they're all getting restricted because of this illness, this virus, then everybody should. Because it's like, how is that a prize?
Yeah, and I think I haven't really looked into it. I just knew that Kansas was gonna do it, but I think the new stadium here in LA is allowing people also.
They're done with it, right?
Yeah, they're playing in it on Sunday.
Who's there? The Rams and
Rams and Chargers.
They're both gonna be in it. Why those fools go to the fucking StubHub?
That's where Chargers was last season.
That's what I'm saying.
It was too small
They didn't even fill it.
because no one likes the Chargers.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why do they get to play in the fucking? Because this was the Rams. This is the Rams stadium.
Yeah.
This isn't the Chargers and Rams stadium. It's the Rams stadium. And
yeah.
right?
Technically, because they're gonna take in more people than the Chargers. And I think they're allowing people because I was looking like if I was gonna buy tickets pretty much, and it was only letting me get tickets for the Rams and Cowboys game, which is on Sunday night.
You going?
No,
Why?
I just wanted to see what.
Why?
Because I didn't know they were allowing people until today when I looked it up.
That's what I'm saying. And why aren't you gonna go?
I don't know. I'll probably end up going. Well, we're gonna go over there.
I'll drop you off.
What time are we gonna get back?
We'll be back like at 1.
Yeah, game's at 7. The night game.
I'll drop you off there.
I'll think.
Or you could go back.
Yeah, I know. I'll just go back. I probably will. I don't know. I'll see. Well, not a bad idea. Actually, I'd be pretty lit. But then I'm gonna get COVID.
Just wear a mask. They're not gonna let you in without a mask.
I'm gonna have to quarantine for 2 weeks. But anyways, what else is sports? Tennis.
We gotta get a camera on you.
Why?
Cause I'm just making faces over here listening to you.
I don't care. I don't want a camera on me. I'm just kidding. I don't care. What else? Serena Williams just lost semifinal in the U.S. Open. Bummer. That sucks.
You watch that.
Yeah. Freaking tennis. What you mean?
Who's on the guy's side? Who's cool on the guy's side?
You got Djokovic. You got Rafael Nadal. What you mean?
Name one more.
There's an English player.
The big fool. Who's the biggest fool?
Rafael Nadal.
Nope.
Who?
The other fool.
Brother fool.
There's a white guy. Another white guy.
Djokovic.
Nope.
Who?
The white guy is sponsored by Nike.
What white guy sponsored by Nike?
Isn't that Djokovic? He's not British. I'm saying white, like he's white skinned.
Duh.
Rafael Nadal is Spanish.
Yeah. He's sponsored by not even a big brand. I think it's sponsored by like his own.
It's not Djokovic, I'll tell you right here. Major pro tennis man. Tell you right here, look.
Oh, Roger Federer.
Boom.
Homeboy,
see, I know what's up.
That was old. I don't even think he.
That fool would punk Rafael Nadal.
Before.
Well, duh.
But now they have some sick games. Now that they're both old, they have some good.
But that
games.
fool's good. That fool's top of the food chain.
Kinda. The fool Rafael Nadal is good too, though. Bro, I'm not even following the boys.
Who's the pro fronton?
Freaking Eliud Negretti. What's up? Oh, we got a sick fronton ball. You saw?
No.
We went a Dick's Sporting Good. We got a sick one over there.
What is it?
It's a yellow one and it's a soccer ball. Sick fronton. We were gonna get because they had multiple different designs and everything.
Checking out.
Huh?
Checking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
they usually have that rack there. I was looking for they had an Angels one, They had all these teams, and they didn't have any more Dodgers or I forget what other team I was looking for. Oh, I was looking for an LAFC one, but they only had Galaxy and Angels.
LAFC's whack.
They sold out on their racquetballs.
Probably didn't even make a lot.
They did. They make hella.
Anyways, it was sick. It's over there. We should go play.
Where?
Make our own right here. That was sick, bro.
All right, you good? You done?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Oh,
Messi's going to City.
And then in 3 years coming to Inter Miami.
Inter Miami.
Well, next season, not this season. That fool Higuain, Inter Miami.
Higuain. Hold on, let me try to remember who Higuain is.
Gonzalo Higuain.
No, Xavi. Iniesta.
He's
Who's Higuain?
Argentinian forward, number 9 for Juventus. He plays.
Oh, that fool's whack. I never liked that fool. I don't even know why he's that good. Like,
right. He's fat.
Like, I don't even know why he's that good. I don't even know why he was like, you know what I mean? That fool's whack. Like, I mean, obviously he's a pro and he's good. Like, who am I to say he's whack? But compared to other players, I think that fool's whack.
That fool's over here, Inter Miami.
That fool's like an Argentinian version of like Chicharito.
Chicharito's sick.
Chicharito's whack. Shut up.
Chicharito's a freaking god.
Shut up. Oh my gosh. You know how much I hate that fool. Like, not hate that fool, but I hate when people defend him like that.
I know. That's why I keep defending. Bro, he plays for Galaxy. I gotta defend him, bro. I told you.
Galaxy's whack too.
No,
but
that's why
bro,
they beat LAFC this past week.
Okay. Out of how many? What's the record between them two?
Oh, you want to know?
Yeah, I want to know.
All right. If it's bet if Galaxy's better, you gotta say they're the best team in LA. Yep, Galaxy.
How? Where?
They have 3 wins.
What do you mean 3 wins? It's 5-3. LAFC.
Yeah, but they're counting that dumb tournament they had in Orlando. That doesn't count.
All of a sudden.
That doesn't count.
All of a sudden.
Alright, whatever. They still suck.
All of a sudden. You're talking about a team that's 3 years
No, it's
deep?
not 5-3. That's LAFC won 5-3. Breaking a 6-match winless streak against the Galaxy with pairs of goals scored by Vela and Diomande.
That's right.
That was like a long time ago. They just played this past week and Galaxy beat them.
What about the last time?
Galaxy beat them. They played them in...
No, I mean, like, not the same tournament. Like, not the same
season?
leg.
No, well, they played in the season already. They played 2 times in this new season that just started.
And they beat them both times?
The Galaxy beat them both times. They beat them in...
Galaxy's still whack.
In stuff.
Like, the Galaxy's whack. No. LA Galaxy, like, what the fuck? Galaxy?
What?
LA Galaxy?
OG.
Whack.
OG. They're the...
Oh, whack.
Galaxy is the...
Whack.
Is the team with the most trophies. The most championships in MLS. You know who was whack? Chivas USA.
Fool, I play for them. Shut up. But
whack.
I did.
I know, but they're whack.
Bro, we were... Dude, that team...
Chivas USA.
Yo, I was... That team, I'm not lying. That fucking team, that's when I was at my peak soccer skills. I started late, okay? So I was like 5 years in playing soccer.
Whack.
That was at my peak. We would mark fools. Mark them.
Nice.
Man, that team, we had hella games.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
That team, the West, the whole fucking Coast League knew who the fuck we were. We were fucking beastie.
What was that fool's name?
Jimmy.
Nah, not the coach.
He's the same.
Oh yeah. The other for the forward, the homies. Remember? There was only 3 homies. Freaking
Oh, Engelbert.
Engelbert.
Shout out Engelbert. Shout out Hera, I think his name. And Jose. No, Jaime. No. Damn, I forget the other fool. And shout out my boy Carlos from Norco.
Oh.
Shout out my boy Eber. See that fool's from Riverside. Who else? Who else? Shout out Jordan. That fool's from fucking up top. Fucking all rich Rancho. Who else?
The goalie. What was his name?
Oh, shout out that fool Jeffrey Salt.
Jeffrey.
Keep. Damn, from Big Bad Fontana.
That fool was good.
Hell yeah, that fool was legit.
I remember that fool.
That fool was legit. I think last I heard he was out in Norway or something playing or something like that.
What about that fool? Curly hair.
Oh, Carlos, I think.
Little short.
No, not Carlos. Damn, I forget his name. Jose. No. I think about his name was Carlitos.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, not Carlitos. Carlos was the other homie.
The fool that gave me the original Ronaldinho's.
Yeah. It might have been Carlitos.
I remember that.
Because I know the homie Carlos from Narco. Those who had horses.
Yeah. Little ranch.
They were cool. Yeah. But, yeah, that team, we smashed. Like, that fool Austin, I think that fool lived in Rancho, too. That fool was a cool dude. I think one time he got in a fight or something. Or one of us got in a fight. And he was, like, the only, like, American cat to, like, jump in with us. We got like, in 2 major fights with that team. Because it was funny because, like, we were, like, mixed. There was a black dude named Randall. That fool was good.
Oh, yeah, and his mom would run along the sideline.
Yeah.
Whenever he was on a breakaway,
Yeah, that fool was good. Like, we had all types of people. We had, like, Hondureños. We had, obviously, Mexicans. Some fool from Colombia. Some Filipino cat. Obviously, black dude. All types of people. White dudes. Like, we had an array. It was a melting pot. I think that's why we were so good. But we would play, like heavy-ass Latino, whether it be, like, you know, Salvadorian or heavy-ass Mexican teams, and they think, like, oh, these fucking, you know, rich white boys or whatever, rich kids. They didn't know that we were all fucking humble. Well, not all of us. Most of us were all humble and shit. We grew up humbly, and, man, we were fucking hungry. Yo, that team was the shit. If any of you guys are out there, yo, hit me up. Let me know what's up. What you guys doing? What you guys been up to? Haven't talked to you guys in a minute. But yeah. That team was legit. That fool Engelbert. That fool was good, dog.
I think he was like one of the best ones.
Bro, he was the murder. That fool was good.
Who didn't even care?
That was at my peak right wing position right there. And fucking run all game long, not get tired and shit. But yeah. Well, I think I went longer than I wanted to. So, yeah, man. Be conscious of what you're doing fire related. Don't fucking start a wildfire. We don't need that shit. What else? What else we talk about? Oh, thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, really, for real. And yeah, Isaac said we're gonna go surfing, so we're gonna go surfing. And then, yeah, read if things get you emotional, no matter which way, whatever. Read into it, bring up your own conclusions, and real study what it is, and don't just feed the negative machine, man. But yeah, thank you guys so much again for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. Much love to everybody. Stay positive, please. Keep your head up. We almost out of this thing. We got some very cool conversations coming up. I don't know when exactly, but I don't even know how he wants it to be described, but somebody who's around the COVID testing stuff, who is like, around it, who knows his stuff, who It's not just somebody like me who just speculates and brings out ideas and stuff. No, like this dude is around it. Um, he's agreed to do it again. We have a date, but it's not like heavily confirmed. So, but yeah, we have dope conversations coming up. Please give us a share. Let somebody know what's up. Tune in, whatever your favorite episode was. Share it with them. And if you guys think something's whack, let us know. It's all good. It's all love. It's all positive. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate y'all. Much love. Peace.